Aloha, everyone. The 2026 DDO Producers Letter is dropped, revealing the roadmap for the new year. Got several new things coming to celebrate DDO's 20th anniversary. So let's jump into it and see what we got in store for 2026. All right, so here is the roadmap for 2026. We're going to go through each of these things, expand a little bit on some of it, and we'll talk through some of the other items that are on here as well. So the 20th anniversary kickoff is going to be starting probably in the next couple of weeks as of the filming of this, which is February 3rd, 2026. It's going to start off with free anniversary gifts. I'm not sure what all of the gifts are going to be, but we do know that there will be some free things that we're going to be getting. I have heard that there will probably be a new cloak, probably similar to like the 15th anniversary cloak. And we are going to be getting a new archetype. Arcane Trickster is going to be coming out with the release of the anniversary dungeon. Arcane Trickster is going to be a rogue archetype, which is kind of a hybrid between a caster and melee. The Arcane Trickster does have the ability to steal spells from other classes, so they'll have access to several SLAs in their tree. And with the Arcane Trickster, you do lose access to the Assassin tree. That's the trade-off with getting Arcane Trickster. Now, Arcane Trickster will be free to VIPs from the get-go. It is also available for everyone to pick up for free for the first month, similar to like what we had with Dragon Lord and with Dragon Disciple. You'll be able to pick it up for that 1 month period. After that, you will have to pay for it unless you are VIP. We are also going to be getting a new Raiders Reward box. If you're familiar with the old Raiders Reward box, it was a collection of items from raids that you could select one, and it was one per character. And so we are actually going to be getting, again, one Raiders Reward box per character. And one of the items that will be in there is a Quiver of Alacrity. So if you do not have one of those yet, because you have not run the Abbot raid at any time, then you might want to look at that. But there's also a giant list of several other items from raids across the game's history that you'll probably be interested as well. There will be a new anniversary dungeon. This does not simply replace the anniversary dungeon that we've had since 2016. This is a new anniversary dungeon, which is going to exist along with the 10th anniversary dungeon. There will be a new public area, which is the anniversary area, where both of these dungeons will be located. And this new anniversary dungeon is going to be based around things going on with Kor Kaza. If you're familiar with Kor Kaza from the raid Killing Time, where you travel back in history and fight a few different raid bosses, this anniversary dungeon is going to introduce a similar concept to that, where we go back through time and we fight different bosses throughout DDO's history. So that should be an interesting and fun update to the anniversary dungeon. The existing anniversary dungeon, the 10th anniversary dungeon, will still exist, and you will still be able to run that if you choose to do so. They have done some minor updates to it, but you'll have a choice of which dungeon you want to run, in case you're still interested in running that dungeon. For the 20th anniversary, they are also introducing a new year-long Remnant Exchange mechanic. So this Remnant Exchange is going to function like this. There is a mimic that you will be able to visit up to 10 times per month. And each time you go to visit the mimic, it will cost you remnants to get different items. Now, some of the items that are going to be available include either stacks of cursed cards. You might end up with a full deck of cursed cards, but they will also have items such as cards of curse cleansing, dust for mythic upgrades, dust for Reaper upgrades to items, and those are going to be a random effect. So you may or may not get a card of Curse Cleansing. You may end up with just the cursed cards themselves. But that is going to be going on for the entire year. So you can visit it 10 times per month. At the end of the month, it'll reset. And my understanding is that you will have to pay a progressively higher amount of remnants for each spin of the wheel, basically, to get one of these random items. We also will have the PAX East player meetup in the beginning of 2026. And so if you happen to be, anywhere in the mainland United States, or more than likely on the East Coast, towards the eastern half of the country, you can always meet up with fellow content creators, as well as, folks from DDO. And, from what I understand, it's been fun times. It's a little bit of a long trip for me. So I will definitely not be there this year. Maybe sometime in the near future, hopefully, but we'll have to see. In Q2, we are looking at getting a new quest pack. It's going to be set in Zendrik. It's going to be themed around dragons and the deck of many things. It's going to be CR10 on heroic and 36 on legendary. 10's an interesting level choice, but it probably is a good level choice. There is still a shortage of level 10 quests that are really worth running. Usually when I'm leveling up, I'm running Ataraxia and Ravenloft, and I don't do much else outside of those for level 10. So we should be able to see hopefully some fun stuff with the new quest pack. There will be a VIP loyalty reward update for season 3. Should figure to see that probably sometime around April or May. And we'll have to see what new VIP loyalty rewards that they may be adding at that time. Now, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is the summer expansion. It's going to be based on Out of the Abyss, which is a 5th edition D&D module that I believe was released in 2015. So it's one of the early 5e adventures. And if you're not familiar with Out of the Abyss, it revolves around the demon lords. And so we will have, my understanding, a end fight against Demogorgon. And that will be a lot of fun. Demogorgon, two-headed demon with like long tentacle type arms. When I was thinking about it, we now have the Etten, which is a two-headed monster in the game. They'll probably use that as a model and just kind of bulk it up some. And we do have tentacles in the game. If you think about Displacer Beasts and their tentacles that they have, kind of fits into that tentacle arm thing. So I have a feeling that they'll be able to pull this off. I think Demogorgon's probably going to be really cool looking. I'm hoping to see some of the other demon lords. Be really nice to see a return of Grast from Mines of Tethamar. Was the last time we saw him, and he said he'd be back, and this might be the chance to bring him back. So we'll have to see what other demon lords might be in there. Durgar will be the playable race that comes with that. Now, we don't have a lot of details on what Durgar are going to look like or what they're going to, special abilities they're going to have. My guess is they're going to have some type of reduce and enlarge ability. And if you think about it, that already exists within the game. If you've played a wild mage, there are surges that do make you smaller and make you larger. So giving Durgar that along with some abilities that tie into it would be pretty interesting. And the level cap will increase to 36. So if you've been complacent because you hit level 30 and you can just level up to 34 right away, you're going to have to grind out a couple more levels this year. All right. We also have the Gen Con player meetup, similar to the PAX East player meetup. It's a time to get together with the folks from Standing Stone Games, other content creators, other enjoyers of the game, and have some some fun, talking story about the game that we all love and enjoy. All right, fourth quarter, we're going to have another hardcore-like event from Tolero's producer's letter. It sounds like we're going to be trying to stop another bad guy from escaping the realms of dread. So it'll be another loosely Ravenloft themed thing similar to the Lanterns event. So we'll see more later in the year. And one thing that sounded really cool, and I'm really looking forward to this, is the Drow visual update. So Tolero talked a little bit about it in her producer letter, where they're going to be making some changes to how Drow look. They'll get new hairstyles. They'll get some new visuals for them, some new animations. And she did mention that if it all goes well, then they will look at doing additional updates to the visuals for the different races in the years to come. So I really hope that it goes well because who wouldn't like to see some of the stuff updated? Once we got things like the Eladrin, where you were able to get the two-toned hair, the look of the Eladrin, along with the look of the Dhampir, I think that has gone a long way to saying that the folks at Standing Stone do have the ability to make visual updates to different races, and we'll be able to see some new things for those things that we have had for such a long time. Overall, how do I feel about what we have here? Now, the producer's letter does go into a little bit more detail about some of these things. The roadmap gives us a basic idea as to what to expect for the year. Some people might think this isn't a whole lot, but usually we do end up with other things that come out throughout the year that don't necessarily make it onto the roadmap. One of the things that Tolero has mentioned is that the spellcaster balancing is on the agenda to be done. They just didn't have it nailed down as to whether or not it would fit into the timeline for this year, but is definitely on their agenda. It's on their punch list of things that they want to get done. So hopefully they get that done fairly soon. When I say fairly soon, hopefully within the next 12 months, there'd be at least a start on it, so we can see people be a little bit happier about casters, especially at those higher levels, like Reaper 7 through 10. But anyways, that is what we're looking at for the new year. I think there's a lot of things in here that I'm going to enjoy. I'm really looking forward to Out of the Abyss. I'm looking forward to seeing what all we are going to get out of the anniversary event, running in, fighting against a bunch of big bads throughout history of DDO. Should be a lot of fun and should be a good change from the old 10th anniversary dungeon. Been looking for something fresh over the last couple of years, and I think that this is going to do it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy the new DDO year, and we will see all of you folks in game. Aloha and take care.